everyone, and welcome to our collective worship this week, which is all about our new Christian value of forgiveness. Before we start learning about that, though, I just wanted to say how excited we all are that from Monday the 8th of March, we will be back in school. I think it's wonderful. It's going to be great to have everybody back learning with their teachers and making the most of everything that we can do together at the Bishops. Now, the assembly this week is based on the story of Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's one of my favourite Bible stories. The Lord be with you. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Now, our Christian value this half term is forgiveness. We're going to learn how to accept apologies, how to think about the reason people have done things, and move on and don't hold resentments or grudges. One of the reasons I love Joseph and his brothers so much as a Bible story is that when I was at university, I studied it, but the musical version. So, you guys are in for a treat. I'm going to sing you one of the songs from the musical to start our collective worship today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colours shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was waking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. You see? There you go. So, now we're going to learn all about Joseph and his brothers. Now, we're in for a real treat this week because Lara, Maya, Vivian and Mark, some of our youngest children, have recorded the story of Joseph for their church, which is the Quarry Gospel Church, and we're going to listen to it now.
Joseph was the son of Jacob. He had 10 older brothers and 1 younger brother, Benjamin. Because he was born when Jacob was an old man, Jacob loved him very much and gave him a very special coat which was long and beautiful. Because of the way Jacob treated Joseph, his older brothers did not want to be nice to him at all. When Joseph was about 17 years old, he was speaking to his brothers and he said,
I've had a dream. My dream is a picture of all my brothers coming around me and bowing down to me.
Joseph's brothers were not very happy about this. They hated Joseph even more now. But as if that wasn't bad enough, Joseph had another dream.
I've had another dream. This time it is a picture of all my brothers and my mother and father bowing down to me.
Now this troubled his brothers even more, and they continued to be jealous of Joseph and didn't like him at all. His father Jacob, however, did think a lot about Joseph's dreams. One day it all seemed to go horribly wrong for Joseph. His father asked him to go and find all of his older brothers, to see if they were safe and to check that the sheep that they were looking after were also safe. Joseph said,
I will go.
When his brothers saw Joseph coming towards them, they discussed what they would do.
Let's kill him,
they said.
We can tell our father that a wild animal has killed him.
But one of the brothers called Reuben wanted to save Joseph and persuaded the others not to kill him, but to put him in an old well that had dried up, without hurting him. Their father Jacob would later be told that he was dead.
That's That's not the end of the story.
That's right, this wasn't the end of Joseph. He put his trust in God and knew that God's plan for him would work out for the best. And what a plan that was. Some traders with their camels came by before the brothers left that place, and Joseph was sold to them as a slave, and he was taken to Egypt.
That's not good. But Joseph trusted God.
In Egypt, these traders sold him to Potiphar, the captain of the king's palace guards.
That sounds a bit better. Joseph kept trusting God.
Sadly, Potiphar's wife arranged for Joseph to be put into prison.
That's not very nice. Now it was looking bad for Joseph. But God had a very special plan. Joseph had to wait 2 years to find out what it was. But he still trusted God.
So after 2 years in prison, because God showed the king that Joseph could help the king look after his people when there would be no food for 7 years, Joseph was made a very important man.
The Prime Minister.
And he also made the king very wealthy. That's a happy end to the story.
But that's still not the end of the story.
Where Joseph's family lived, there was also no food, and so Joseph's brothers had to come and ask Joseph for some of the grain he had stored for the king. And guess what?
His brothers had to bow down before him, just like the picture in his dream.
Later, his father came and did the same.
Just like the picture in his second dream.
After they had said sorry to Joseph, his brothers were able to be friends with him again. He said to his brothers,
It's true that you planned to do something bad to me, but really God was planning good things. God's plan was to use me to save the lives of many people.
And so it was that Joseph looked after all those in Egypt and his whole family and all his relatives who came to live near him. So that seems like a good place to finish. Joseph had trusted God all along, and God had not let him down.
Time to reflect. Even if we fight with our brothers and sisters, they are still very important people in our lives. Our falling out can cause all sorts of trouble, so it's better for us to be friends with each other as far as we're able. When we fall out with each other, this can hurt other family members too. Joseph was able to forgive his brothers even though they were really mean and nasty to him. And then they were all friends. If someone who has behaved in a horrible way towards you says sorry, how can you tell if that person is serious? Now it's time to pray. If you want to make it your prayer, say Amen at the end.
Dear Lord, thank you for your forgiveness, your mercy and your grace each and every day. Give us the courage and wisdom to always do what is right. Forgive us when we get things wrong. Give us the strength to stand up for what is right and the courage to stand alone if necessary. Let our behaviour and morals bless you. Help us this day to forgive all those who have wronged us. Give us the strength to say sorry and make amends. We ask that you make today a healing and restoration. As you forgave us, we forgive others today and move on. In your holy name, Amen.
I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. Any dream will do. And